check. Can you hear me?
Oh, hello?
Check, check.
Check.
Right, I've got you.
Got you.
I'll check to make sure our database is updated for December 6th.
Okay.
And then now our engine instruments will pull over to this screen.
Right.
This is our moving map. And then this kind of validates all of our flight instruments.
Okay.
And then we'll get our weather information.
The ATIS.
And that's our a WAS.
WAS, okay.
And so the way the G1000 works, this is our COM1, and the frequencies to the left are the ones that were our primary. So 127 is our CTAF frequency. We're listening to that, and we're communicating.
Right.
I'm gonna just listen to our
visibility
COM2.
10. Sky condition clear. Temperature -0.1 Celsius. Dew point -0.9 Celsius. Altimeter 3017. Remarks. Density altitude 4,000. Freezing rain. Information not available. Northern Colorado Regional Airport. Automated weather observation 1536 Zulu. Wind 030 at 05. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature -0.1 Celsius. Dew point -0.9 Celsius. Altimeter.
Right, so what we'll want to do is put in our altimeter setting of 3017.
3017?
3017, yep.
Oh, something like that.
And then on the G1000, this outer circular knob is our baro knob, and that will adjust our altimeter setting.
3017, check.
Right, and it automatically syncs to our magnetic compass.
Oh, that's
We
convenient.
don't have to set that. And the winds are coming from 030 F5, so it looks like we can go ahead. We'll use runway 3.
33?
33, yeah, 3315 is our main runway. Right, so, and then we've got our tenders on altitude and squawking VFR. So it looks like, go ahead and put our flaps too, and you can go ahead and do that.
Hold up.
Pull up.
Flaps up.
Cool. All right, I can go ahead and taxi.
Okay.
So go ahead and pull forward, and then go ahead and test your brakes quickly by stepping on.
Slippery.
Yeah, we'll have to taxi really slow, so let's pull back the throttle for our speed. Really slowly.
Alright, assume we're going to turn left here.
And then we're actually going to turn right here.
Right, right.
Oh, we'll just kind of test. Oh yeah, it's sliding a little bit.
To those pedals.
Yeah, it's weird to get with your feet.
Ah.
And then we'll take the next left-hand turn.
Okay.
Back the throttle. We'll just pull back the throttle all the way before you brake.
Traffic, Cherokee 4051 Whiskey, simulated engine outward, just west of the airport, going to land runway 15. Norco.
They're landing 15. All right, so we'll probably go ahead and make a right-hand turn instead. Local traffic, Skyhawk 713 Foxtrot Sierra is on the ramp, taxi through the run-up for runway 15 via Alpha, no-go.
Norco traffic, Cherokee 4051 Whiskey, just west of the airport. We'll remain west of the airport, maneuvering west. Norco.
How do we know if it's a left traffic or a right traffic?
So left traffic is standard.
Okay.
And it will say if it's a right pattern, it'll say on the chart.
Okay.
It'll just say if it's non-standard.
This way?
Then we'll turn to the left, and we'll just pass behind the jets.
I'm more used to these pedals. I don't just want to steer.
Yeah.
Follow this to the left.
And then we'll take this to the left, and then we'll take a right on taxiway Alpha. On the left-hand side.
Should I be grabbing a little bit of right brake to help sharpen the turn? Just steer.
For that radius of a turn, you really don't need any brakes. Okay. But if you do want to make a tight turn, on the brake. They're pretty maneuverable, just without the brake, but you can do it pretty darn with just tapping on the brake.
Okay.
Then we have a small cross runway here at 6-4, so we'll make sure we're clear right and we're clear to the left, and I'll announce that we're crossing. No-go traffic, Skyhawk 713 Foxtrot Sierra is crossing runway 624 Alpha, no-go. All clear.
172s can land on that, right?
Yep, you can. It's definitely a short field landing, but it is nice to have that option, especially if we get really strong winds from the west, you know. But it's actually used, there's a lot of corporate hangars.
And they use it for taxiway?
Yeah, so they just back taxi on that. Then we are getting a remote control tower too. I don't know if you've heard.
Yeah, I definitely heard about it.
So that, like, orange and white tower there is one of the camera towers on the field that'll be used to aircraft and such. What we'll do today is we'll go out northeast. I'll show you our escape. We'll go north of Windsor and just this area.
Okay.
And then I'll hand you the controls. You can do the. I'll have you do as much as you feel comfortable doing.
Okay.
And then once we get up there, we can practice just isolating the controls, so we can do some rudder-only turns, aileron-only turns. And then I'll have you do some constant.
I'm going to be taxiing Bravo Delta to the run-up area, runway 33, no-go traffic.
And then I'll have you do some constant airspeed climbs and descents, and that'll kind of help you get used to the trip. This is our run-up area here, so we'll turn to the right. We'll pull up on the north-hand side.
The other guy was doing run-up on 3-3.
Yeah. We'll communicate with him.
Okay.
For that.
Northern Colorado traffic, this is Cherokee November 8303 Quebec. I'm about 10 miles north, would like to set up for a straight in for runway 15.
Could you give me a traffic check, please?
NOCO traffic, Skyhawk 713 Foxtrot Sierra is currently at the run-up area 15, NOCO. Okay, so for before takeoff check, we'll brakes hold, fuel selector valve, it's on both.
Both, okay.
Trim, we'll have it set for takeoff.
Roger.
And then flight controls, make sure those are up, down. Got our...
Okay.
And we'll check our rudder pedals too. Good. So
NOCO
flight controls are free, correct?
03 Quebec. It wasn't real clear to me. Could you give me that info again?
And then for our run-up, we'll go mixture full rich, so we'll push that all the way. And throttle to 1800 RPM.
Where's my tack?
And it's over here. And then what we'll do is we'll set the mixture.
Okay.
And I can show you how we do that. So I'll look at the RPM, and I'm going to lean it out until we get a peak and then a drop in the RPM. There, it looks like the peak.
Okay.
And I'll continue to bring it out until we get our drop. I'll bring it back to peak.
30. Okay. 40.
And then I'll push it in halfway from that mark.
NOCO traffic,
Then
Cherokee
Magneto, so
3
we'll
Quebec.
go to left.
5 miles north, inbound, straight in for runway
go back to
15,
both.
NOCO.
Traffic
And
5
then
miles north,
2
what's your
clicks to the
altitude?
left.
Altitude 6,200 feet.
And then back to both.
Norco area traffic, Cherokee 4051 Whiskey, 8,000 feet, 5 miles north,
We'll
Norco
check our
northbound.
vacuum gauge, and we'll check our engine instruments and gauges here. So oil pressure is positive and our oil temperature is coming up, and with positive fuel flow.
Okay.
Northbound traffic, I've got my lights on.
And then we've checked, we have no enunciators right now.
Right.
And then we'll check a
4051
low
Whiskey,
idle, so we'll go ahead and pull back
northbound,
the throttle all the way. Check that the engine doesn't quit, it still runs smoothly. To 1000 RPM. And we'll check our flight instruments, make sure we've got airspeed 0, our altitude indicator, our DG, which is with our magnetic compass.
31, 31.
And our altimeter setting matches our elevation. Of 5,016 is our field.
Okay.
Speeds within 75 feet, and our vertical speed now reads 0. And we've got our standby instruments are set, and we've got fuel quantity that actually is more than I stick, so that's good.
Then right.
Next, we've got those set. We've got both of our frequencies that we need.
Okay.
And we'll leave our autopilot off here. Make sure doors, windows are locked.
Check.
Great. So for takeoff, we'll go landing light on and strobes on.
And robes.
Then trim is set for takeoff. I'm at 850 now.
50, yeah.
Right. So what we'll do, we've got that Cherokee on
yep.
final. So what we'll do is we'll just pull forward and we'll hold short of runway 15. NOCO traffic, Skyhawk 713 Foxtrot Sierra is holding short runway 15 for the landing traffic, NOCO. Wait till they...
NOCO traffic, Lifeline 1's a Midwest helicopter about 5 miles to the north of the airfield. It'll be southbound over I-25, 5,500 for MCR, NOCO.
Okay, so there'll be a helicopter that's just 500 feet above the ground.
MCR. Okay.
So what we'll do for takeoff is we'll advance the throttle and we'll make sure just your heels are on the floor, not on the toe brakes.
So tapping brakes.
Foxtrot Sierra, this is 56 uniform over the run-up area from runway 33. Are you guys going to be doing pattern work or are you going to leave the area?
We'll be departing the area to the northeast. Skyhawk 713 Foxtrot Sierra.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just wait for you guys to take off and then I'm just going to take runway 33.
Okay, great, thank you. The Cherokee's still on the runway. So we'll go max power and then we'll check our engine instruments are in the green. Well, our rotating speed will be 55 knots.
55, okay.
03 correct, 0 backseat, Falco.
Alright, looks like they're clearly active. So we'll go ahead and taxi onto the runway. While that we're taking off. Check, click on final. NOCO traffic, Skyhawk 713 Foxtrot Sierra is taking off runway 15 northeast departure at NOCO. Alright, and then we'll left onto the center line. Looks good.
NOCO traffic, Skyhawk 126 uniform holding short runway 33, NOCO traffic.
Alright, and then when you're ready to go, heels on the floor and we'll go full power. Perfect. Now we'll just use our feet to steer here.
Okay.
And we've got here all the way full power.
Power, okay.
Oh, engine instruments are in the green, and our airspeed's coming alive.
Oh, we're live. 30, 40, 45, 48, 55.
I feel kind of want to fly, so go ahead and just pull back. A little bit more. There we go. And we're off. Good. Now we'll want to climb out at about 75.
Traffic, left line 1,
okay.
medevac helicopter 2 miles south of the airfield, landing MCR, NOCO.
I'm drifting this way, is there?
Oh, we'll turn into the wind, so
okay.
Like we are right now, to fly back over the runway.
Okay, so we're at 80, should we be climbing harder, or?
So what we want to do is just climb so that we have visibility out front.
Okay.
So it's okay to be faster than usual, but that's fine.
Alright.
NOCO traffic, Skyhawk 713 Foxtrot Sierra is upwind 15, got the helicopter in sight, no factor, departing to the northeast, NOCO.
Where'd you get visual on the helicopter?
Yep, and I've got them in sight. They were in front of us, now they're below us.
Okay.
NOCO traffic, Skyhawk 125 uniform, departing runway 33, staying in the pattern, NOCO traffic.
Once we reach 5700,
okay.
We'll go ahead and make a left 90-degree turn. And this is a good, I like to keep the cowling just right below the horizon, just for that visual of, so you can keep the coming.
Okay, and so we're climbing at 450 feet per minute?
400 feet, yeah.
Okay.
Usually we'll average about 500 feet per minute.
Alright.
And then before we make that left-hand turn, go ahead and lift up the left wing. Or clear the left.
Okay.
And then we'll make a left 90-degree turn. And we'll continue to climb. And that's about a good bank angle right there.
Okay.
Kind of see the angle that we're slicing through the horizon.
Right.
That's about a 30-degree bank, so that looks good.
Okay.
And then we'll roll out here. And we'll continue to climb out this way. For our climb checklist, we'll make sure our flaps are retracted, airspeed. Got a cruise climb of 75 to 85 is cruise climb. Throttle's full open. Make sure, I'm going to lean it out a little bit. We want to keep it at the top of the green arc.
Okay.
Fuel flow at the top of the green arc.
Oh, gotcha.
NOCO traffic, Skyhawk 125 uniform, turning crosswind runway 33, NOCO traffic.
Alright, so we'll climb all the way up to 7,000 feet.
Okay.
And see this next road here?
Yep.
Let's go ahead and turn and follow that road. We'll just road right over top of that.
And NOCO traffic, Skyhawk 125 uniform, turning downwind for runway 33, NOCO traffic.
As we're climbing, the plane needs just a little bit of right rudder, and we can see that because that bar is off to the left. Yep, and just that amount keeps it nice and coordinated for our climb.
Gotcha, okay.
And we're coming up on our altitude, so what we'll do is go ahead and push forward on the yoke.
Okay.
And take a look at your wingtips. We'll want to make sure that those are level with the horizon.
Okay.
And now see that we're having to put quite a bit of forward pressure on the yoke.
Yeah.
Go ahead and take the trim and put one scroll of nose down trim, so go ahead and scroll up on it.
Go up, okay.
See how that really takes out the pressure on the yoke that you have to put on it? We'll trim it out for level flight, and right now we'll let the plane accelerate too, so that...
NOCO traffic 03 Quebec, holding short on runway 15 for departure.
And then we can go ahead and pull back the throttle.
NOCO traffic, Skyhawk 125
to 2200 RPM.
Base for runway 33, NOCO traffic.
It'll actually be quite a ways that you have to pull it back for the 2200.
Roger that. I'll go ahead and make this a full stop for you so you can get out of here.
03 Quebec, thank you.
Perfect. Perfect, nice. So now we're all...
NOCO traffic, 56 uniform, base to final, runway 33.
And for our cruise, we can just turn off our landing light. Or I'll configure for cruise. We'll fly just a little bit further north so that we near the town of Windsor.
Okay. That's Windsor down there?
Yeah.
Yep.
How are you on temperature and everything?
A little chilly, but not bad.
Okay, I'll pull on the little bit.
Figure that that's nose up is down and nose down is up. Okay.
It's kind of reverse of what you would think, because you almost pull forward to keep the nose down, and then you kind of pull back to trim it up.
Okay. So down is up. Okay.
So let's first try we'll try some aileron only turns and rudder only turns, just to isolate, to give you a feel for the aircraft.
Okay.
And then I'll have you do some constant airspeed climbs and descents to kind of get a better feel for the trim.
Okay.
What we'll do, we've passed the town of Windsor. Let's go ahead and make a right turn, and we'll just fly parallel with one of these roads.
Okay.
We'll just use aileron, so don't step on the rudder at all. We'll just turn using aileron, and about that bank angle looks really good. Then during the turn, you might need a little bit of back pressure to keep your altitude. Nice. And then to roll out, then we'll just take that out and apply a little bit of left aileron. So that's aileron only turn. They kind of, without any rudder, the turn kind of lags a little bit, and it's really slow moving. So now go ahead and try a rudder only turn. And so go ahead and step full with left rudder, and we'll make a
full left
rudder, and we'll make a left 90-degree turn the north. We might need to add just a little bit of back pressure to
NOCO traffic,
keep from diving.
taxiing,
and then to roll out on this one,
run up to runway 1.
what we'll do is we'll just apply right rudder to roll out and no aileron. So right rudder to break it.
That felt kind of weird.
Yeah, so the rudder, it's really powerful for our yaw, right? But with just alone, it's kind of also feels very uncoordinated. So now let's try some coordinated turns with the two of them together. So, and to make a coordinated turn, you'll want to lead with a rudder.
Okay.
So if we're making a right turn, you'll step using a little bit of right rudder, and then roll into the turn with your aileron. And then once you roll into that turn, the plane actually will want to continue the turn because our ailerons are neutral right now, but it'll just continue along. And then to brake the turn, same thing, we'll brake it with a little bit of opposing rudder and aileron to brake it. And that's perfect.
Excellent.
That's a coordinated turn. Yeah.
Yes.
You want to turn to the left too? Our planes have a lot of left turning tendencies.
Yeah.
So much less left rudder is required compared to the right rudder. I'll roll out there. Nice. Looks good. I'd like to demonstrate one steep turn just to really exaggerate the controls that you need.
Okay.
So I'll take the controls and go ahead and follow along with me. Also, these are just really fun, so I kind of just want to sell you on it with steep turns. So for a steep turn, since it's a higher than usual bank angle, usually our bank angle is going to be about 30.
Right. We're
going to do 45 degrees for a steep turn. So to do that, we need more power to compensate for our loss of vertical lift.
Okay.
So what we'll do, we're configured for level flight. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bump up the power to 2300 RPM. And I'm also going to give it one scroll of nose up trim.
Okay.
So now, in order to keep level flight, I'm having to put quite a bit of forward pressure.
Okay.
Yep. Now, we'll go ahead and make a turn to the right. So we'll check to the clear to the right.
Okay.
And then I'll use right rudder to enter into it. Pull into the 45-degree bank. And now once we're in that bank angle, it's set. And it's actually totally trimmed out to continue along.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So I need a little bit more rudder. And then you can just actually, the airplane is so stable that you can just make, it looks like we're descending. You can add just a little bit of back pressure. That turn all the way coming around. Best way to learn to fly is just visual references.
Okay.
Just kind of keeping a sight picture of that particular bank angle that you want.
Right.
And yeah, so now it's totally...
Traffic, 10 o'clock, high, 2 miles.
Then we'll roll out here using left rudder.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go ahead and back the power back to 2200 RPM. And then we'll trim it down to take out the trim.
So they have traffic out here.
Yeah, let's look for them. Left or left. Oh, do you see them?
Yep, I got them.
Okay, they're high.
They're high.
Let's go ahead and we'll make 2 right turns to head back to the south.
Okay.
Yeah,
traffic, 9 o'clock, high, 1 mile.
G1000 is nice because it yells at you if there's anything nearby.
I seem to dive out of the sky when I turn.
And that's okay, so just a little bit of back pressure when you're in the...
Okay.
What we'll do is we'll head back to the airport. Local traffic, Scout 713 Foxtrot Sierra is 10 miles to the northeast at 7,000 inbound for landing. No-go.
No-go traffic, Scout Hawk 125 uniform, turning crosswind runway 15, no-go traffic.
We'll fly southbound. We're using runway 15. So what we'll do is we'll enter in from this side into the traffic pattern.
From the south on a 45?
Yep, exactly. Okay. Do you see those two water towers about 2 o'clock? So that's a really nice 45 entry point.
Okay.
For runway 15.
Is that the Walmart distribution?
It is, yep. And you'll actually hear people on the radio say over Walmart right now.
Okay.
So it's used actually quite frequently. So on this heading, let's go ahead and practice a constant airspeed climb. And we'll climb all the way up to, we'll climb to 7,000, climb all the way up to 8,000 is what we'll do. Just to kind of show you. So what we'll do is we'll go full throttle. And then we're going to climb at a constant airspeed of 75 knots. So go ahead and pitch up. We're going to pitch for our airspeed, 75 knots. A little bit of right rudder. Will actually be a pretty significant pitch. And now, try to trim it out so that you're neither putting forward or back pressure on the.
Gonna climb or level?
Climb. Climb at 75 if you can. Oh. Helps too. So once we get 75 knots, so we'll pitch forward, increase the airspeed, and I get that visual pitch attitude of what it is. So about like there, right? And then kind of keep that visual pitch attitude, and then trim the pressure using the wheel. That looks nice. Nice. That looks really good. I just kind of want to give you a feel for what the trim does on climbs in descents. Looks really good. It makes it really easy to, you kind of at all times want to just fly with your fingertips.
Right.
That looks good there. So we can go ahead and level out here. So we can push forward. A level flight attitude. And some trim. Then we can pull back the power to 2200 RPM.
Touch and go, no traffic.
Nice. Then what I'll have you do is we'll practice a constant airspeed descent. So we'll pull back the power all the way to idle. And then we'll constant airspeed descend at 80 knots. What we'll do is we'll pitch up this time by adding back pressure, get that visual pitch angle for 80 knots, and then to go ahead and try to find the trim to give you 80. Looks like we can pull back the power just a little bit more for idle.
Local traffic, Skyhawk 125 uniform, base to final runway 15.
Let's go ahead and make a right-hand turn to the west. And then in the turn now, just add a little bit of back pressure to keep that visual pitch descent. Otherwise the plane will fall, kind of like before. I'll turn to face those two water towers.
Okay.
Local traffic, Skyhawk 713 Foxtrot Sierra is 9 miles to the east at 7,400 descending inbound for 45 for left downwind 15. No go. This is exactly what it's going to feel like when we come inbound to land.
Okay.
We'll descend all the way to 6,000 for a pattern altitude.
Okay. Pattern altitude's 1,000 above ground.
Correct, yep, and that's standard.
Atlanta 9714 Romeo at Alpha, be taking off on 15 after the 172 clears out.
Northern Colorado Regional Airport.
Winds.
Okay.
Automated weather observation. 160-9er. Zulu. Wind 030 at 07. Visibility 10. Sky condition broken 9er. 1,500. Temperature 01 Celsius. Dew point minus 09er Celsius. Altimeter 3017. Remarks?
Norco traffic.
Altimeter's the same.
714 mil. Romeo
Calm
taking off on 15 with the southeast departure. Norco.
And now to anticipate our altitude, we'll go ahead and advance the throttle back to 2200 p.m.
NOCO traffic, Skyhawk 125, uniform, turning crosswind, runway 15, NOCO traffic.
Pitching up.
Oh yeah, we're having to fight all that trim.
And NOCO traffic, 56 uniform, turning downwind, runway 15, NOCO traffic.
Perfect. And I've got that guy turning downwind now. It's kind of
Okay, got him.
hills. I've got that guy's turning downwind, and then we've also got a Bonanza takeoff
Okay.
on 15, so we'll keep an eye out.
You're going to call that we're going to enter the downwind at a 45?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah. Also, we're on a 5 mile 45 for left
Okay.
downwind. NOCO traffic, Skyhawk 713 Foxtrot Sierra is on a 5 mile 45 for left downwind 15 at 6,000. NOCO traffic. Got that Bonanza that just took off.
Okay, got him.
Perfect.
Martin Lynn's place.
Then?
Martin Lynn, the guy that did Water Valley and is doing a lot of the airport development, that's his house.
Oh, nice. His humble abode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
His shack.
uniform, downwind for 15. Where are you at right now?
Oh, getting some updraft or something.
Oh, but after us. NOCO traffic, Skyhawk 713 Foxtrot Sierra is coming up on the Walmart Distribution Center on the 45 for left downwind 15, NOCO.
Roger that, Foxtrot Sierra, no factor, 56 uniform.
We've got you in sight, thank you. Alright, so for our pre-landing checklist, we'll go through, I like to use the GUMPS acronym. So G is for gas.
Okay.
So fuel on both, and we've got fuel in both tanks. U is undercarriage, and for us, those are, we've got fixed gear.
Fixed gear, okay.
M is mixture, and
Right.
that's set for us for go around.
All right.
P is prop, and that's also fixed.
It's pitch, okay.
S is switches and safety. So switches, we'll make sure our lights are on, so we'll turn on landing light.
And now?
Yep, we'll turn on
Landing
landing light,
light on.
and then we'll make sure our master and magnetos are on.
Both.
And then safety, our safety belts are secure.
Okay.
Oh, we've got...
NOCO traffic, Skyhawk 56 uniform, turning base runway 15, full stop, NOCO traffic.
What we'll do is we'll want to turn downwind so that
Okay.
the runway will be about halfway down your wing strut.
Okay.
That'll give just about the right distance. Nice job keeping your altitude. I think you're a natural. It'll be, so do you see 624, that little cross runway?
Yep.
I want to fly just to the
Outside of it?
is also kind of a good measurement.
NOCO traffic, 56 uniform, base to final runway 15, full stop, NOCO traffic.
NOCO traffic, Skyhawk 713 Foxtrot Sierra is entering midfield left downwind 15, full stop, NOCO. Alright, so that looks good. What we'll do,
And regional traffic, Challenger November 49er Sierra Kilo at Jet Center, and we'll be taxiing out for runway 33, regional.
Oh, when we become a beam, our 1,000-footers, those large white rectangles, what we'll do is we'll pull the power back all the way to idle.
Okay.
And we'll put in 10 degrees of flaps.
Okay.
Right now we can pull back power all the way to idle. We'll maintain altitude by having back pressure. We'll put in 10 degrees of flaps.
Okay.
That will give us a little bit of lift. And then what we'll do is we're going to pitch for 70 knots. So give it at least one scroll of trim down.
Okay.
Want to pitch for 70. That looks good there.
Okay.
Now what we want to do, make sure when those footers become 45 degrees behind us, we're going to turn base, go and make a left 30-degree turn.
Okay.
Oh. NOCO traffic, Skyhawk 713 Foxtrot Sierra, left base, 15, full stop, NOCO. A full 90 degrees so that we've got. So now we'll roll out here.
Okay.
And we're using our pitch for our airspeed. Our airspeed's really trimmed out, so that's looking good.
Okay.
And then
NOCO
power
traffic,
for altitude.
256 uniform is clear, runway 15 on Alpha 3.
I'm going to add in a little bit of power. We're looking a little low.
All right.
Anticipate we're clear on final. Go ahead and turn final. And our speed still pitch for 70.
70, yep.
NOCO traffic, Skyhawk 713 Foxtrot Sierra, final 15, full stop, NOCO. We'll keep that pitch coming down, and I'm using power for our altitude. Now once the runway's made, gradually pull back the power all the way.
Okay.
And we'll keep that pitch coming down. And then we'll begin to enter our flare by adding in just a little bit of back pressure at a time.
Okay.
Right over the runway.
And down.
And adding back pressure. And we want the nose wheel to touch last.
There goes.
Oh, and there we go. We landed.
Oh,
so nice. Then we'll exit on our next taxiway.
Okay.
We landed a little bit long on purpose because this is all.
Yeah, that's what it looked like, I thought, so we didn't have to taxi the whole way.
Yeah. And we'll come to a stop here. Well, not a full stop, but we'll just some brakes, and then we'll turn off on taxiway Alpha 3.
Okay.
NOCO traffic, Skyhawk 3 Foxtrot Sierra, clear of runway 15 at Alpha 3 NOCO. We'll come to a stop here. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and take up the flaps. And we'll turn off our landing light and our strobes. And then I'll lean out our mixture for about 10. Be about right here.
Okay.
Good. And then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and taxi forward. Then we'll taxi left up to taxiway Charlie.
Okay.
And we'll actually just park the plane out on the ramp.
Okay.
We'll be using this plane right after.
Oh, kind of where that guy's pulling out?
We'll actually we'll park on the west side of the ramp. And it's
NOCO traffic, citation 499 Alpha Victor is Charlie for
Where
Alpha.
are we headed? This way, this way?
NOCO.
what we'll do is we'll park in between.
Cirrus and the 172.
Yep, let's do that.
Then we'll swing hard left.
Yeah, so we'll apply some left brake, and if you want, I can do it too. I can kind of show you. So we'll apply full right rudder now, and then we'll line up right there. Still some right rudder. We'll just pull right next to the grass.
Oh, okay. And then spin it.
And then we'll spin hard. Like a lot of left rudder. Then we'll use power and left brake to spin around. Perfect. Once we get it lined up, then we can pull forward and even out the rudder pedals.
Okay.
Maybe just a little bit more pull forward. And that's good there. Then for our shutdown, we'll do as full throttle is back. We'll bring it up to 1,000. And then
Fort Collins
we'll
Regional,
turn off the
Challenger,
avionics faster, and then I'll have you pull.
Kilo, taking runway 33 for departure. We'll be turning right east. Any traffic in the pattern at Fort Collins?
Fort Collins traffic, Cherokee Niner 383 Whiskey is 10 miles to the south. We're going to cross midfield, enter in the left downwind.